Budget-friendly rides to SUVs perfect for that baseball team carpool. Parents Magazine and Edmunds.com teamed up to pick their choices for the 10 best family cars of 2014. And here with more info on the cars that made the cut is Parents Magazine Editor-in-Chief Dana Points. Dana, good to have you back.
Thanks, it's good to be here.
I love breaking down the family cars. I've got 2 kids, so I'm always thinking about what's a car that's going to be right for me, but also right for the entire family. How did you guys go about narrowing down the list from all the choices?
Well, we worked with Edmunds.com, which has a tremendous amount of research on cars and their value over time and their repair costs and all that stuff. But really, we also looked at what is important to families. And more so probably than any other group, safety is really #1 priority.
Yes.
And then we went from there. So affordability, convenience, does the vehicle have something that makes it especially useful for families?
All right, let's talk about the affordability. So in the budget range, if a family really is looking to get a good, safe family car, but on a budget,
Yep.
What do you suggest?
Okay, the first pick is the Mazda 3, and this car is a nice city car. So it has something called the Smart City Braking capability. So if you drive a lot in city traffic and you have kids, if you're within 18 feet of the vehicle in front of you and you start to get a little too close in traffic, it will automatically brake for you. So that's kind of a nice feature. And then the Ford Fiesta was our other choice. We really loved the aesthetic of this car. It has this kind of great Euro chic design, which I know sounds sort of shallow, so I'll tell you that it also has really terrific fuel economy.
Good. Well, and speaking of economy, what about eco-friendly cars? I'm sure there's some hybrids out there that are options.
Yes, and the Prius has been on our list before. One of the interesting things about it is it's super reliable and it has a nice kind of roomy interior.
Okay. Sedans. What if people they're not ready to go super big, but they want a little larger car? What about the sedans?
Yes, another Mazda on the list here. That's the Mazda 6. And this car is actually quite roomy on the inside. So I have a sedan in my family, and I have 2 kids, and sometimes you can feel a little squished. So this car actually is great. And the other choice in the sedan category is the Honda Accord, super popular car in the United States. This one notable feature is its trunk capacity. It's giant. You could put 2 suitcases, a stroller, and a pack and play in that trunk and still have a little room. So if you're a family that does a lot, like my family, does a lot of driving vacations, driving to grandma's house, got to take all the equipment, that would be a good choice.
The trusty old station wagon. Is it still out there? I mean, I grew up with a station wagon. My mom and dad know.
Parents, we haven't had a station wagon on our list in the last couple years, but this year the Subaru Outback really impressed. And this is a terrific car. I know a lot of people who own this car. It's a terrific car if you do weekends away, or you're like a family that likes to camp with the car and stuff like that. 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, I think they call it these days, and roof racks for your bikes and your luggage, and great storage on the inside. Okay,
a lot of people get pushed towards the SUVs, but if they're not ready for an SUV, they can always try a crossover.
Right. Now, the interesting thing about the crossover is once your family crosses over to 3 kids or 4 kids, or once you start driving carpool, many models are not really an option for you. We chose the Nissan Rogue because there is an optional 3rd row of seating, so you can get up to 7 people in the car.
Wow. We have a 3rd row of seats in our car, and it's absolutely essential for us. And the last one we're going to have time to get to is, how about minivans?
Minivans. The Honda Odyssey has been a really stellar performer on our list. It's been there before, and that was our choice this year.
So the Honda Odyssey is still #1?
Yes.
For you. All right, well, there's much more. We didn't get to everything, but there is much more, and you can find out what it is. Dana's put it up on the website. It's in the July issue of Parents Magazine or at parents.com. We'll be right back.